Okay, in this short tutorial, we're going to talk about making tweets and Twitter speak. So I'm going to pull up my Twitter account here. I'm on twitter.com. I'm going to click sign in. And I'm going to be taken to the web page. Now, the things I'm going to show you now are going to be very similar to using Twitter on your other desktop applications or web applications or even mobile applications. So obviously this is where you make a tweet. You have 140 characters and you can see that up here. And keep in mind that spaces do count as characters. So this is an example of a tweet being used for a screencast tutorial. Okay, so you saw I put a period there. You can see the numbers up here that they change every time that I add or subtract characters. So you have 140 characters, and that can actually become a pretty important consideration when you start trying to add new information like a picture or a video. I'm going to get to that in just a second. So once you have your tweet there, click tweet, and you're going to see that it's going to show up after I click tweet. It's processing it, taking a little bit longer than normal. And there it is from me. Now let's look at something here. I'm going to click on less than 5 seconds ago. You notice that that's a link. That will pull up the individual tweet. So you can do that on any tweet that you see, and it pulls up the original tweet. Now let's look at a couple of things here. It's got the owner. If I click that, it'll take to my profile. But also look at this. This was made via the web. Now I'm accessing Twitter right now via the web. But if you pay particular attention to some of the information below each tweet, you can learn more about Twitter. Let me show you maybe some better examples here. So I'm going to go back to the home page of my Twitter account. And you're going to see the Twitter feed one more time. Now, Professor Blackistone is a regular on ESPN's Around the Horn. He's got this tweet here. There's a lot of stuff in here. He's referencing another Twitter user, one right here and one right here. And he also has a link that he's pointing people to. So let's click on less than 10 seconds ago. Let me just pull this individual tweet up and let's analyze this a little bit more. Show you a couple of things once it comes up. Now he's got a very interesting background on his Twitter account there, but let's just focus on the tweet. So if I click this person, it's going to take to that person's profile page. All right, and the same would happen if I click on this one here. Now here's the first one I clicked on, so I could learn more about this person. I could follow this person if I decided to. Now, Real Free Man CBS, could follow him. This is another sports broadcaster from CBS, apparently. Now, via TweetDeck. Now, notice that's an option, too. So if I click TweetDeck, we talked about TweetDeck in one of the previous tutorials. So he made that tweet from a desktop application or a smartphone application. So this is a way of learning more about Twitter. Now he also included this as a link. Okay, now that looks like a weird link, but it's actually one to the Major League Baseball. So he's citing something here in an article, and he's putting it into his tweet to show people, to reference people. So this is a really interesting way that Twitter is used. Now let's talk about adding link and adding additional information. So let's say that we're wanting to construct a tweet, and I want to show people a video that they need to go watch. Okay, so I've pulled up a video on YouTube, a little video I took with my iPhone and uploaded to YouTube when we were at Disney World a couple of weeks back. But look at the size of that. Now, when you're trying to do a tweet, you have to be aware of the number of characters you have. So, man, that's a lot of characters to waste on a tweet. So if I copy that website, here's a service called bit.ly, and you might have noticed that that's actually what that tweet from Kevin Blackistone was just a minute ago. See bit.ly right there. So I'm going to go back to the bit.ly, shorten your links and share from here. So this is a service that you could take a website, post it, and you saw that it just shrunk it automatically. Let me try that again in case you didn't see it. It was really quick. So I'm going to post the YouTube link in here, and as soon as I do, it shortens it. So now all I got to do is click to copy it. So I'm going to copy it, successfully copy to the clipboard. And so now I'm going to go back to my Twitter page, and I'm going to type, here is a video from Disney World, screencast tutorial, just so I know what that's about. And then I click paste. There it is. And if you look, I still have a lot of characters left. So I'm going to click tweet. That tweet's going to go out, and notice here the link. And if I click that link, you see it goes directly to the YouTube video that I just referenced. And there it is. So there's a lot of functionality here that we want to be aware of. Now let's say I've got a picture that I want to do. Well, here's a big picture. Now look at this web address up here. Now that is obviously the web address in and of itself is much longer than 140 characters, so I can copy that. I'm going to go to the bit.ly site again. I'm going to remove the one that I had there. I'm going to paste that again, and look how much it shrunk that by. So now I'm going to copy again. This is a picture that I'm going to do. And it's actually my Facebook profile pic. And again, this is going to be a screencast tutorial. And then I could click paste again. And it's about the same size as what I had before. So I'm going to click tweet. And there it is. Click that link. And you can see the picture that I just copied is going to eventually come up. Okay, so that would show up right here. There it is. Now, so look here, I can also delete a tweet. Yeah, I'm going to go on and delete that because it's just one that I'm playing around with. And I'm going to delete that last one I did too. Now somebody else's comes up here. I can reply. If I click reply, I'm replying to Ed Henry at CNN. Okay, now that's going to take us into something new here that I want to go on and talk about, @replies. So in order to speak to somebody else on Twitter, you always have to have the @ sign followed by their screen name. Okay, and so if I click whatever I'm going to type, and then I click tweet, this will show up directly in Ed Henry's @replies box. It'll also will show up in his front page here. Even if I don't follow him, he'll get that because I'm sending it directly to him. Now, if he has decided to block me, he won't get it because he's blocked me from sending anything to him. That's a function that not everybody uses. But so anytime anybody sends me something, I can click the @Professor Gesser. So anytime somebody has sent me something directly, I will get it under my @Professor Gesser, @Prof Gesser link, and they show up here. Okay. Now, direct messages are like private messages. That's something that somebody sends directly, and you can review those as well. Okay. Notice on your tweets there's a star where you could favorite something, and if you favorite, they will show up here. I usually, if I come across something I want to go back and review later on, I will star it. And then when I'm done looking at it or using it, I can click the star again and it will unfavorite it and it will disappear from my favorites. Retweets. So if somebody tweets something and I think, man, that's great, I want to share it with somebody else, I click retweet. And do I want to retweet my followers? I would click yes, and it goes out to anybody following me. I'm passing on some information that somebody else has shared. So there are a variety of things that you can use for Twitter speak. Good luck.